A song that reminds you of being in love.
Did Justin say he still loves Selena? Is there going to be Jalena's Love Story Season 2? Well, let's find out. This is the truth. Now, when reports came in the fall of 2017 that the two were hanging out again, the book of Jalena received a new chapter. Selena Gomez's boyfriend of 10 months, The Wheat, was reported to have broken up with her one day after they were spotted going to church together. After that, Jalena and I went for a ride on our bikes. The hockey jersey was next. And don't forget about the kissing pictures. And here are some more kissing images. Then in March of 2018, Jalena was the subject of the first major breakup rumor. What are they going to come up with next? As fans speculate on whether or not there will be a sequel to this on-again, off-again romance. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber's relationship is one of the most talked about. So it's no surprise that after her 10-month relationship with The Wheaton ended, Selena immediately reconnected with Justin. Selena and Justin have been a public couple for 7 years, so the fanfare over their brunches and bike rides makes sense. Jalena delivered the highs and lows of any highly addictive soap opera over the course of more than a half-decade. Sensual black and white Instagrams, emotional talk show interviews, and single after single about their relationship's trials. People continue to root for Jalena's rise, despite her predictable pattern of breakups. Dr. Melanie Greenberg, a clinical psychologist, author, and lecturer based in Mill Valley, CA, and Dr. Azaid Ali explains why Jalena's love story is so compelling. Jalena began in Philadelphia in 2010, when the two were photographed holding hands. For a time, the two teen stars were just friends, deflecting dating rumors. They traveled to red carpets together and consumed with each other once they became official. Whatever your feelings are about Justin Bieber right now, you have to realize that him carrying Selena's gown train is a worthy boyfriend move. Soon after, their relationship hit a few low points from both parties implying breakups, but they always managed to get back together. Chemistry could be to blame if a lot of young people ship Jalena. Between the ages of 13 and 25, our brains grow a lot. Dr. Greenberg expresses his thoughts on the subject. Things are more dramatic at that age and your heart is more broken. There isn't as much self-control in your brain. As a result, there's more drama, which some might call romantic. Dr. Ali says that first love is magical and exciting, but it can also be volatile and difficult to forget. Jalena evokes nostalgia in grown-ups. We romanticize our first love because there is a feeling of innocence that many of us lose as we grow older. We become more cautious and jaded, and we yearn to recapture the euphoria and sense of possibility associated with first love in many ways. Selena and Justin, on the other hand, are the epitome of teen love's overwhelming power. Jalena is captivating for people of all ages because it either reminds you of the exquisite joy of loving someone before being disappointed, or it makes you want to know what it was like. Justin, did you recently sing a song about Selena? Although they broke up years ago, the topic of their previous relationship hasn't faded. Justin Bieber's new album, Justice, was released. Although the album appears to be a love letter to his wife, Hailey Baldwin, his song Ghost has a different tone. You're missing someone you care about. Despite the fact that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber haven't been in the spotlight as a couple in years, fans have some theories. Bieber's new song, Ghost, is thought to be a reference to his famous on-again, off-again relationship with Gomez. Justin also stated that the song works for this quarantine situation, explaining that we're not connecting in the same way. We've been able to keep only these memories as a result of it. I hope this strikes a chord with you, and that it brings you some joy or comfort. Some fans believe the song is about Selena Gomez, whom he dated on and off for 8 years, while others are skeptical. I'm not a Jalena fan, and I'm not even trying to stand against Selena in any way that might involve Justin either directly or indirectly because, at the end of the day, they're two separate people living two separate lives. But Ghost screams Selena. Like screams her, one Twitter user wrote, "I miss you more than life. And if you can't be next to me, your memory is a pleasure," one fan wrote. Some fans, however, were not convinced by the theory, claiming that the song was about another loved one who had died. It's most likely about his deceased family members, or it's simply for COVID victim sadness. People still attempt to twist them, which I despise. I'm sure I'm not the only one relieved that Jalena is no longer a part of our lives. He expressed himself. Was this song really about Selena Gomez? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Is it still the case that supporters adore both of them? Justin and Selena's childhood love blossomed into an on and off drama over time. But who was I to pass judgment? I've been enthralled as Kate Middleton and Prince William all do the same thing. This are they or aren't they has a certain allure, however painful and draining it may be. Breaking up, seeing other people, and wishing to move on but never being able to really let go of that one person is a heartbreaking concept. Many young people must now be familiar with it. Yes, everyone enjoys following Jelena's every social media move, from spontaneous selfies to sneaky comments on each other's photos, which is the most emotional portrayal of their relationship. When they broke up in 2013, Selena released Love Will Remember and Justin's songs Heartbreaker, Hold Tight, Recovery, and All That Matters featured his own take on the breakup. Selena Gomez's song The Heart Wants What It Wants was published in 2014, and she sang it at the 2014 American Music Awards, bringing the audience to tears. Then in 2015 on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Justin recorded Sorry, What Do You Mean? And mark my words, confirming that they were all about Selena. Selena Gomez's tune It Ain't Me from 2016 is also about Bieber. Songs about each other have dominated their adult musical careers to the point that it's nearly hard to divorce their work from their relationship. That underpins their entire story is the fact that they never lost touch. Dr. Greenberg expresses his thoughts on the subject. And music is a romantic medium, designed to evoke emotion, she adds. It also helps that the lyrics themselves depict a cycle of loss or remorse, and confidently going on. Consumers believe they have a front row seat to the drama, making them more invested in the conclusion, according to Dr. All-Eye. The Justin we know now is a far cry from the charming boy image he had when he first rose to fame and began dating Selena shortly thereafter. Their song lyrics weave together a common narrative of a bad boy who made mistakes once or twice, in addition to minor automobile accidents and hash monkey issues. Justin, who is excellent in his portrayal, has a history of attempting to reclaim Selena through dedicating an album to her unofficially. In a 2015 interview with Access Hollywood, he said that he'd never stop loving her, adding to the story. Simply put, if you've ever loved someone who has damaged you, this is the ending you secretly hope for, but would never admit to your friends who all think he's a jerk, that he is filled with sorrow for years because he lost you despite dating other people. It's the happy ending that everyone wishes for but is rightly suspicious of in actual life. Many people become enamored with or obsessed with someone who may or may not be right for them, believing that they can't save or redeem the person. Dr. All-Eye explains, I believe the Justin-Selena pairing is responsible for some of that mythology, as she appears to soften and redeem some of his character's darker elements. As a result, buyers are given the hope that true love may triumph over all obstacles. Jelena is more than just another tabloid-feeding celebrity pair. They're two people who've been in each other's life for long and through so many stages, whether they've been dating or not. I hope you had a good time watching it. Please like it and comment below if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and set on post notifications to keep up with the latest videos.